morning, Fantasy Footballers Lounge. This is going to be one of our first videos in this setting, in this new constructed arena that we just built with all our money that we tend to have, billions of dollars, from all our red carpet appearances and stuff like that. Trophy award winnings, award ceremonies, Super Bowls, you name it, we got it. So we got to set the tone. We got to set the tone for the rest of these YouTube videos that we have to create. And we're going to start it right here, right now. Listen up, Coach Fantasy. I will be your guide for every fantasy football season, from here or from now to the time you die. Yeah, to the time you die. If you're smart and you want to, then you don't have to. Some people don't, some people won't. Their loss, I mean, that's cool with me. Those would be the people I'll be stomping on and crushing in all of my fantasy football leagues for the next years to come. Now, today's video, mock drafting. Now, mock drafting is not something we take lightly around here. It's not. It's a way to pick out the men from boys. And you know, a lot of these NFL players are making, I don't know, $800 billion a year. Not doing their job, first round, second round draft picks, not doing their job, 8 points, 9 points. Don't worry though, don't worry. We're gonna make sure those players are not on your team for next season. We're going to get the most aggressive, the most passionate, the 110%, no, the 1% of the league. That's what we'll be betting. The rest, they can go to the other teams. They can go to the other teams. We don't want them. We don't even want them on our team. Get them off. I don't want them. Not playing with enough passion. Jesus. Get out of here. Anyways, need I say more? Let's get right into the freaking video. And we should be recording. Okay. What up, gentlemen? Oh, sorry about that. All right. So let's get right into the vid. So we're going to be drafting on the sleeper. Or on Fantasy Pros, but we're going to be syncing up with the Sleeper League because that's my personal favorite. I think it has the best, what do you call it, like draft positions for the players. I think they're the smartest with it. I already randomized it. It gave us the first overall, so we'll take that. We're going to be doing a 12-team league mock draft. It's going to be a snake PPR from the first overall spot, and we're doing one flex. So let's get right into it. Where's my cursor? There it is. Here we go. All right, we got the first overall pick. First overall pick, man, that is a tough decision. You can go Saquon. I'm not going CMC. He just gets injured too much. I've never drafted him, to be honest. But I think right now it's probably going to be Saquon. He's just, I think he's just the best. I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs is not a bad pick. Also, if I don't go Saquon, I go Jamar Chase. But I just think Saquon's going to have such a good year next year again. So I'm going to draft him. I really hope he doesn't get injured. That would really suck. But we don't root for injuries. So Saquon's our first overall, and now we have to wait 23 picks, I'm pretty sure. So we'll see what we're working with now. And it looks like we got Tyreek Hill as our suggested. Let's see what the draft board looked like, just to see who went next. So we went Saquon, Breece Hall at 2. I'm definitely not doing that. I think you're kind of crazy if you do that, to be honest. Bijan, I like in the 3. Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase, you can take him either or. Jonathan Taylor's not a bad pick, but I'm definitely picking Jahmyr Gibbs over him for sure. Way better offense, higher powered. Let's scroll over here a little bit. Can I even scroll over? Yeah. Behind that. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on? Okay, AJ Brown, AJ, and Puka in a second. So that's not bad. Let's go. I think we're just gonna go Tyreek Hill here, just because I mean he's freaking Tyreek Hill, and if he goes, he can even get traded to like the Bills next year. So I'm not worried about him. He could have a big bounce back season. I love him, and if he gets traded, that's even better because I think he would be even better on a different team. And I think my next pick is going to be Chase Brown. Chase Brown this year was just, he was just an elite running back. Like from coming, I think he was like a backup for originally for Joe Mixon. Then they started him, and he was just been popping off this year. So I love him. I also do love Terry McLaurin. I could go. I think I'd just go Chase Brown, Terry McLaurin. Yeah. I forgot I'm in the number one spot. So we're going to go Chase Brown. And then I think we go Terry or Garrett Wilson. But, oh, wait. Oh, I picked Tyreek. Whoops. That's fine. Let's see, we got Kittle again, Chuba, JSN. I love Kittle and I love JSN. Let's see who else is down here though. Jalen Hurts. He's not good for fantasy, to be honest, but when he gets those touchdowns, he's not bad. Jaden Daniels ain't bad pick, but Joe Burrow's still there, so I'm probably gonna go. I can go JSN, Burrow, Kittle, Burrow, Brock Bowers too. I don't love picking tight ends so early, and I don't know how I feel about Brock. I mean, I know he finished number one overall. I think he'll be fine for next year, but I don't know if I think Kittle is a better option, and I do think JSN could bounce back and be another great player. I think I'm gonna go. Oh, yikes! Is there any other wides down here that are worth even looking at? DJ Moore, Addison, Jameson Williams, Khalil. Honestly, Thielen's not going to be bad next year, especially with Bryce Young doing good. But I'm going to go. Let's go Kittle. Kittle's just such a safe pick. Great tight end. They always look for him. He's always getting targets. So I'm going to go Kittle. Had him this year, did great. And I think I go Burrow. Burrow is just an absolute dog, let's be honest. He's just a dog. I don't think I really got to say much about him. I mean, he had like a record-breaking season this year, and he didn't even make it to the freaking... Did he make it to play? No, he didn't make it to playoffs. But I love watching Bengals offense just fire off. It's one of my favorite teams to watch, so love that pick. On to the next. So let's look at our team real quick. We have Saquon, Tyreek Hill, Chase Brown, George Kittle, Burrow. Looking nice. Looking nice right now. And it's our two picks again. All right, let's do it. Let's look at the suggestions. Ooh, Brian Thomas Jr. still there? Yeah, I think I pick him up. I don't even really got to look at anyone else. I love that pick. Bucky or Chuba. Let's see what the wide receivers are looking like. Lad's really good too, but he is on the Chargers, unfortunately. So I'm gonna get Chuba. Do I want to draft Chuba? Is that what I really want? Yeah, we'll go Chuba Hubbard. He did good this year. I do like. The Panthers are crap, but with Bryce Young, I think they can actually be somewhat competitive, and especially for fantasy, that's all you really look for
You don't really care if they win as long as they can score some touchdowns. And I think their offense is good enough to do that. So Chuba's not bad. Let's see now. We got Darnell Mooney, Jerry Jeudy. I'd probably go Jeudy. Actually, another Panthers. Another Panthers wide receiver player. Rico. All right, we're just going to go Jerry Jeudy for now. He's not bad. Again, I'm picking players off not the best teams, but this is probably not even what the draft board's going to look like for next year. But this is just people that I think will be decent. Let's go back to the cheat sheet. Scroll down here. Oh, I might just go Baker as a backup. Yeah, I'm just going to go Baker as a backup. You should probably go for depth here, but if Baker's still there after the season he had this year, me personally, this is weird. I don't think a lot of people do this, but I like drafting 2 QBs pretty early too, just because having the options of having, who you want to start that week, because having your QB do bad for 1 week is usually the cost of that week for your team. So having 2, especially as good as Joe Burrow and Baker Mayfield, will be great. It'll be nice to have. And right now, I don't think any of these players are standing out to me. So I'll take that. We got Kittle. Bo Nix was still there too. Not a bad option. I love him. Had him this year. Great QB. The Chiefs killer right there. Okay. Yikes. Ooh, Ricky Pearsall's not bad. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Honestly, all of these players are literally just the same. You can pick people from down here and not have to worry too much. But I think I go Ricky Pearsall. The games I watch of the 49ers, he seems to get the ball the most out of the wide receiver core besides Debo. No. Let's look for where's Zacchaeus from the Washington Commanders. Okay. You know what? We're just going to go Juwan Jennings, actually. I missed him. So we're just going to go Juwan Jennings. I think he's one of the better wide receivers that are still available right now, and you want to be kind of wide receiver heavy. So take that, and then we can go Blake Corum is not a bad pickup. I'm actually going to take him just because if what's his name? Why can't I remember his name? Holy crap. I can't remember his name. The Rams running back. We gotta look that up. Rams running back. Forget his name just off the top of my head. Kyren Williams, that's what it is. If Kyren Williams gets injured, Blake Corum is a great running back. I watched him in Michigan. He was an absolute dog. He looks like a freaking freight train coming through the hole. And also, the games he played in this year, he looked great. The Rams just need to have a better year next year. A little bit better year next year. Matthew Stafford looked like an absolute dog this year. I'm not going to lie. Very inaccurate. But that's okay. I do like Blake Corum. So, let's go back to the draft board. Check who we're working with. Okay. I honestly don't hate that. Tyreek Hill probably will have some bad games, but I think I have enough depth at wide receiver to cover that. And I love our running back core. Love it. And our QBs are great. And George Kittle, I know, will be fine. So I'm liking what we're working with right now. What round is it? Hold on, let's go see how many more rounds are left. Oh, Jalen McMillan's still there. I'm definitely going to pick him. Most certainly. He looked great. I hope they keep using him. Let's go. Just suggested. Thank you very much, Jalen McMillan. Welcome to the team. Now, I think you can start picking defenses. What I do, though, is now you could go Eagles defense here. Eagles defense is a great pick, but this man right here is honestly worth a 10th round draft pick right here. He gets about 15 points a game. He's like a player on your team. Don't even think of him as a kicker. You could look at him as like an extra flex spot because that's how good he is. Brandon Aubrey I've always drafted him, and especially during fantasy playoffs time, he drops me like 17 points like every game. So picking him up, and then I'm going Eagles because they're still there. Not really too worried about the depth right now. There's also going to be people I'm going to be picking off the waiver and dropping. So let me get my defenses and my kicker that I like. And then we can just go, Ricky? No, we already have, what's his name? So let's try someone else. It's getting grim down here. Mike Gesicki's not a bad. Mike Gesicki actually looked pretty good this year. Yeah, I'll go Mike Gesicki. I like him. He actually had quite a few targets for the Bengals. Really just stepped into the role of as tight end for the Bengals this year. He looked great. So this is our team right here. Joe Burrow, Saquon, Chase Brown, Tyreek Hill, Brian Thomas Jr., George Kittle. We can put Chuba Hubbard in the flex. Eagles defense, Brandon Aubrey. And then we have Baker Mayfield sitting on the bench ready to start if Joe Burrow for some reason doesn't have a good game. Jerry Jeudy, Jawan Jennings, Blake Corum, Jalen McMillan, and Mike Gesicki. So I love that team. I don't think that's, it's not like my favorite team of all time, but for right now, I think that's a solid team going into next year. I think if you draft this team, you're definitely at least making it to playoffs. So that's going to wrap up the mock drafting part of the video. If you guys want to, please like and subscribe. Join the Fantasy Footballers Lounge. We're going to be here all 2025, posting some new videos for you guys and making sure you guys win your chip for next year. So subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.